Hello everyone, my name is Bhargav and for today the video's topic is going to be the parameters of alternating current. So what is basically alternating current? It is a type of electrical current where the direction of the flow of the electrons reverses periodically. So basically alternating current is a bidirectional current. So there are certain things in the given graph, as you can see, that is intensity, phase duration, pulse duration, rest interval, amplitude and time. So what are the electrical current parameters or the alternating current parameters? So continuous or uninterrupted alternating current. It is bidirectional flow of alternating current without interruption. Pulsed or interrupted alternating current. So flow of alternating current with periodic cease for definite period of time. So in that small period of time there would be periodic cease which is mentioned in this sentence. So monophasic pulsed current. In this type the flow of alternating current is unidirectional. So it was further, as I have said, it was bidirectional, but in monophasic it would be unidirectional. So only one direction in which the electron would be flowing. While in the biphasic pulsed current, the flow of alternating current is bidirectional, as I have already said. Moving further, there is pulse and phases. So isolated electrical event separated by definite time from next electrical event. So in any isolated electrical event where there is a definite time which separates the electrical events, it is known as pulse. So pulse includes flow of electric current on both directions, and the phase is a part of pulse which indicates flow of electrical current in one only direction. One pulse is either one or two phases. So basically pulse has one or two phases. So phase is a part of pulse. The pulse duration, the time between onset of one pulse and termination of the same pulse to complete one complete cycle of bidirectional flow of alternating current. So in bidirectional flow of alternating current, when the time between onset of one pulse and the termination of the same pulse is done, it is known as pulse duration. The phase duration, time between onset of the phase and termination of the same phase to complete unidirectional flow of alternating current. In pulse duration, there was onset of one pulse and termination of the same pulse for the bidirectional flow, while in the phase duration, there is onset of one phase and the termination of the same phase for the unidirectional current. Further, there are some more things to discuss, which is intensity, amplitude of magnitude. All these are same. So the amount of maximum current reached in one phase, it is the same. Intensity, amplitude and magnitude are the amount of maximum current that is reached in one phase. Moving further, rise time. So it is the time taken by the phase to rise from zero intensity to maximum intensity. So what is actually rise time? So when given any graph, there is intensity is zero and moving it to the maximum intensity, the time interval between that thing is rise time. The decay time is reverse or totally opposite to the rise time. So in rise time there it was like going from the zero intensity to the maximum, while in the decay it would be going from maximum intensity to the zero intensity. So the time between maximum to zero would be decay time. The interpulse interval, the time between termination of one pulse and onset of next successive pulse. So further we have discussed that it was the termination or the initiation of same pulse or termination of the same pulse, but in this there will be the termination of one pulse and onset of next successive pulse. It would be two different pulses. Moving further, it would be the frequency, which is the number of complete pulses passes through a fixed point in space in a unit time. So frequency is basically number of pulses or complete pulses that passes through a fixed point in a space in given unit time. And units of the pulses are hertz, CPS, which are cycle per seconds, and PPS, which are pulses per second. Classification of the frequency would be low frequency current, which is up to 1000 hertz. Medium frequency currents would be around 1000 to 10,000 hertz, and high frequency would be more than 10,000 hertz. And the last thing to discuss about the electric current parameter would be geometric shape of pulses or phases that appears on the graph of current or voltage versus time graph, which are known as waveforms. So waveforms either could be of many shapes, which I have listed in the PPT. You can see which is first is rectangular, second is square, third is triangular, fourth is trapezoidal, fifth is sawtooth, sixth is sinusoidal, and seventh is spike. Thank you.